Hey everyone, I am Jesse Gillenwalters with IndiePRO HotSeat.io, and I'm here to answer another hot seat question. So first off, IndiePRO.io is an online community of independent musicians, all working together towards the same common goal of finding the best ways to market our music in a way that is effective and cost efficient, and in a way that we own everything and own all of the returns. It's really great. It's literally changed my life. I would love for you to get involved with it. Part of this community is this privilege, which is the Hot Seat Initiative. Basically, at any point in your marketing, journey, if you have a question that seems kind of too big or elongated for the usual channels, you can use this hot seat form where you can send that question to a team member, such as myself, where you will then get a response within about a week with a thorough video answer. So that's what I'm here to do today. And today I am answering the question of Roberto Clerici. And he says, I was wondering how someone might go about marketing to a red light country, because I would like to market my own music in my own country of Italy, which is a red light country for traffic campaigns. And since my project's lyrics are in Italian and international touring is not a thing that interests us at the moment, are there any strategies that could be used to limit bot traffic when building campaigns? Mainly, I'm focused on the introduction stage. So, first things first, I'm not going to get into this because we have other videos on this that are much more in depth. What is a red light country? Basically, it's a country that has a heavy kind of concentration of bot or click farm activity. Basically, what that means is that there are companies or kind of bad actors in these countries. I mean, they're kind of all over the place, but they're usually more concentrated in certain countries that have certain kind of laws or regulations or states of their economy, where there's these companies that crop up where basically what they're doing is flooding social media accounts with fake kind of activity so that they can sell that activity to other people to kind of almost simulate activity on their profile. And they'll provide that simulated activity in the form of like bots or kind of spam or literally people that are kind of clicking on stuff mindlessly. And so if you advertise to these countries, a lot of times the ad platform will see that activity, which floods these kind of the population online for this country in such a heavy concentration that the ads platform will actually see it as like, oh, the getting is good over here. These are good results. I'm going to start delivering your ads to these kinds of accounts, which don't actually have a true motivated human or potential fan on the other side of the activity. And so when you advertise to these countries, a lot of times you'll get stuck in these pockets of spam activity, and Facebook will charge you for those ads, but you won't actually be gaining any true human connection, as a result. So if you live in a red light country where that is known to happen, how do you advertise to your own country? Because obviously you want to ship products within your own country. You want to tour your own country. Like, it's a bit of a tall order to recommend that you don't advertise to your own country, of course. And so there are ways to advertise to red light countries. It's just if you are living in a green light country, it's easy enough at first for us to say, just don't advertise to these countries. Focus more on your own country and green light countries to just make it uncomplicated. But unfortunately for you, Roberto, you're going to be facing these bots when you advertise to yourself. And so you need to be a little bit more stringent about how you advertise. And the way that I would recommend that is actually pretty simple, which would be avoiding certain objectives. And for you, that would be reach objectives. Well, for introduction campaigns, as you said, once you gain a warm audience, it's a bit different. But let's say you're starting from scratch, intro campaigns in Italy, I would stay away from these objectives, which would be reach. You probably wouldn't be doing that anyway. Video views, engagement, and traffic. Now that is unfortunate because the video views and engagement objectives do well to attract a lot of activity at once. And so by moving down the line to, say, like conversion campaigns, you're going to have a smaller pool that you're fishing from when you actually deliver it. Your CPMs are going to be higher, which means you're going to be paying more to reach the people with your ad, because it's going to be intentionally bypassing a wide swath of the population, even in a bot-free population. If you use a conversions campaign versus like a video views campaign, it's a lot harder to get a conversion, such as a click on another page or a purchase or an email sign up. And so what it does is it ignores a lot of people that it knows won't do that. And you kind of, as a part of that extra work, you kind of get charged in the form of a high, what's called CPM. So that's unfortunately working against you. However, if you use conversion campaigns, you can know that you are bypassing these bots at least somewhat, at least more so, and going straight for kind of real fans. So I think you'll be, in the short term, gaining less massive attention, but a lot truer attention from the start. And so, for example, for like a fan finder, I would recommend, instead of just running that video for video views, I would put that video up, I would put a link on it, and I'd run it as a conversions campaign where that link goes to like some kind of landing page you make that has, for example, it could have all manner of traffic destinations on that page. You could put Spotify on there, streaming platforms on there. You could put an email sign up on there. You could put all manner of things that you find relevant, even sort of like a link tree style set of options. I don't really mind what you put there, but the only reason I'm recommending it is that you want to have a traffic destination that is trackable, so that you can run conversions campaign and track for like maybe clicks on that landing page. And that's really not so much to get traffic on those pages, but it's more just to have an excuse to use the conversion event and stick that video view or that video as the ad on the conversion campaign. So when it does run, you will be gaining video views that you can retarget. You will be gaining engagement, but you'll also be gaining traffic on your website in the form of pixel fires that you can retarget. And then you might be gaining streams if you put streaming links there, or email signups if you put an email sign up there. But that would be a way that you could run an intro style campaign. You could follow everything we say about the fan finder method, with the only difference being, let's put a link on it with some kind of destination that is fired by a pixel, and then put it in a conversion campaign and run it like that. You would have assurance that you'd be bypassing a lot of bot activity and only going for more earnest kind of clicks and interactions. And so as a result, I think the custom audiences that you would be building as you run that campaign would be more full of honest kind of potential fans. So that would be one way I can recommend it. It's something to try, but if you want to talk more about this in the group, post something down. I think a lot of people will have, in the Facebook group or the Discord, I think a lot of people would weigh in on this. It's something that, we ought to have a more clear recommendation for, because, we got to be able to advertise in our own countries, obviously. So I hope that gives you something to chew on, and let me know how it goes if you decide to do it. I'll be looking for your name in the group and such, and I'll see you around. Good luck with everything.